In this section of the SolidPLANT 2014 demo, I will be showing you how to create equipment using the SolidPLANT equipment templates. The equipment templates include items such as pumps and tanks, and it allows the user to very quickly and easily create these equipment items that can then be placed in your pump and have pipelines routed to them. As you can see, we have a plant open. The first thing I want to do, though, I'll go to the SolidWorks Tools menu. I'm going to activate Large Assembly Mode. Large Assembly Mode hides many items that require a lot of work on your processing units. So I'll activate this. This will hide sketches and edges. As you can see, the image is much more cleaned up now. I'll now go to Lighting Cameras, and we will add a walkthrough. Walkthrough is a very handy feature in SolidWorks. With plant design, it allows you to show a walkthrough as though a person was actually walking through your plant, and it's a great way to make a presentation for your customers and potential projects. As you can see, our walkthrough is opened up, and I've selected the top plane as our reference plane, and then we click the Start Walkthrough button. Here we have an instructions box that opens up. Simply basic instructions on how to navigate using your keyboard and mouse while you're doing the walkthrough. We'll close that out with the OK button. You're now left with our controller window. As you can see, we just click our up button and come up real nicely. Simply raises the elevation. As you can see, using the walkthrough, you could set out and record a really nice video to show your customers. The record button on the right side shows all the recording options, and your file can be saved out for further editing or for publishing on a website. So we'll exit the walkthrough now. And then we'll go back and deactivate our large assembly mode. As you can see, we have SolidPLANT open, and across the top in the SolidWorks Command Manager, we have the SolidPLANT toolbars. On the left, we have the SolidPLANT feature tree, and on the right, the SolidPLANT Project Manager. As you come up to our toolbars, you'll see that on our equipment toolbar, we have our SolidPLANT toolbar for project manipulation and some unique view settings. Our structure toolbar, we can place a structure and items. Equipment, where we can create and copy and move equipment around. Our routing toolbar has the functions used for actually routing your piping and pipe components. The component toolbar has many of those piping components so that you can manually place those. And then we only have the SolidPLANT drawing toolbar, which has some annotations and things that are unique to piping and plant design, along with the ISOGEN PCF function. Now on the left, you'll see in the feature tree that the SolidPLANT assembly is broken up into a couple of folders. We have a structure, equipment, and a piping folder, and this allows for better organization as well as easily hiding and showing large groups of components. On the right, we have the SolidPLANT Project Manager. This has information on the project and also the project name, and has some shortcuts to functions to allow us to open, create new projects, copy, and save. Beneath that, we have our document list. This is a very important section. We have nodes here for our pipes and equipment, the actual nozzles, valves, extra instruments, extra equipment, along with drawings and isometric drawings and other documents at the bottom. To start, let's create some equipment. I will click on the equipment toolbar and click the Create Equipment function. This pulls up the SolidPLANT equipment template selector. And as you on the left, you can see that we have a drop list to select different types of equipment with small previews beneath. If we go to the right side, we can see a larger preview of whatever item we have selected in the left side window. Here you can see we have pumps and storage tanks, other vessels. For our demo, I will select pumps, and I will select the horizontal centrifugal pump, and you can see the preview on the right is updated. On the right tag tab, we will see that there is no tag currently assigned to the pump, so we simply come to our drop-down list, and we will select one of the existing tags already in the data for the project. To the right of the drop arrow, you'll see we have another button. This allows us to create a new tag if we would like. Right now, I will select this tag right here. And as you can see, the information from the database is filled in. We then hit the Create button. SolidPLANT creates the equipment for us and opens it in its own window. Then we also see the definition dialog box appear. This has previews of the equipment we are creating and also input fields for all of the dimensions that we can change. We can simply click in these input fields and change the dimension to whatever we would like, and then our preview will update. Here I will change the base plate I also want to change the width of my pump. And then we hit the Apply button, and you can see that our pump has indeed changed. Now we also have favorites, and in fact I've saved out the dimensions for this pump previously, and I will simply select that, and all at once you will see the pump in the 3D graphic window rebuild to our dimensions, as well as all the dimensions updating in our definition window. I simply close that out, and here you see we have our pump open. At the same time, SolidPLANT has opened our nozzle box. Because the data in this box comes from our database, we can simply select this nozzle from the list, and SolidPLANT will enter the data from the database in the fields, and at the same time rebuild the 3D model of the nozzle. At the same time, we'll select number 2, and you can see it has rebuilt also. We then OK to exit the function. We'll close this out. When SOLIDWORKS prompts us, we will save it. We'll hit our refresh tag button. This will refresh our document list so that the most recent changes can be seen. Takes just a moment. If I expand our equipment node by clicking on the check mark, and we scroll down, you can see that my pump MWP 121 is indeed listed, and it is blue, showing that we do have a CAD model, and indeed the 3D preview does show below. Now we'll take a look at the document list on the right-hand side. Our equipment is now created and ready to place in our plant.